Okay, today's video is called What's About Super Memorial Day? Now, I'll try to expand this one. Can I open this to a new window, please? Thank you. Okay. Now let's open. I'll go open up one of these. I have these everywhere. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm looking for holidays, not languages, not language names. I'm looking at the wrong folder. I did not type it yet, so let me do that. Yeah, I'm looking at Google Translate right now. I'll do to say these when I'm done copy and pasting, okay? Okay. I'll do one more. Okay, now I'm done. Now I can show what Memorial Day is called in other languages. All schools have Google Translate. I'll show it to you now. So today I'm going to show you how to say Memorial Day in other languages, and then I'll read out what Bible says about Memorial Day on and have an article to show you right here on BibleGateway.com to read about it. But I'm always gonna read the King James Bible because but I'm not gonna read from the King James Bible because these verses right here are from the NIV ESV. Because NIV ESV, that's why. I don't read those Bibles. I read the King James. That's why. I'm just telling you right away. But first, let's get to what Memorial Day is in other languages. So.
Día conmemorativo.
Okay, Día conmemorativo. It's also Memorial Day in Spanish. And no, I did not learn it yet, since I'm still learning it. So just say it right. Now, what about the one here? Okay, now what about this one? Memorial Day in Mandarin.
纪念日.
Okay, 纪念日. It's all saying Memorial Day in Mandarin. I'm probably not saying it correctly, but I'm trying to do it. But I'm saying the best. But I'm trying to say the best I can. Now, yeah.
記念日.
Okay, so here's Memorial Day in Japanese. It's
記念日.
Kinebi. So Kinebi is how to say Memorial Day in Japanese. But what about? And here's the last one. It's in Korean. Okay. Okay. Jinyomi. Okay. Jiomni. Okay. Jiomil. Jioil. Jioil is how to say Memorial Day in Korean. And that's it. I'm probably not saying it correctly, but I'm trying to say the best I can. Okay. Good. All right. So that's normal. What Memorial Day is. So here it is. So today, thousands of American flags dot American national symmetry of one and mark it darker. Red, white dominate the green landscape. Memorial Day is a day to remember who died serving the U.S. military Civil War. Veteran General John A. Logan called in 1868 for Americans to decorate their graves of those who fell during the war between the states. The holiday has grown in scope, and then now compatriots have fallen from the America's wars. Memorial Day is an American holiday. Nations across the world have traditions remembering the sacrifices of their soldiers. These are unique and powerful in remembrance, gathering their family, our nation, participating people, events in the past. There's no surprise, mentally otherwise, events that go down history, including the people of the Bible. A famous example of a memorial salvation in the Bible can be found in Joshua chapter 4 verses 2 to 9. God commands, says the Israelite leader Joshua, to mark an Ark of the Covenant crossing the Jordan River, and remind future generations of what would happen there. Now, I'm not going to read the verses in the NIV, but I will read the verses in the King James. So, because I know, because I'm King James only. So you see, so the verses talk about Joshua chapter 2 verses Joshua chapter 4 verses 2 through 9. Well, I have the King James Bible right here. Okay, so chapter 4. Now I'm starting with. It says verse 2, but I'm going to start with verse 1. And I'll go through 9. It says verses 2 through 9, but I'll go start with verse 1. And the Lord came to pass, and the people were clean over Jordan, and the Lord spake unto Joshua, saying, Take ye the 12 men out of the people, and out of the tribe of men, and the king men saying, Take ye pence of the midst of Jordan, out of the place of where the priests stood film, 12 stones were carried over them with you, and leave them in lodging place where ye lodged this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men, and he had prepared of the children of Israel, of every tribe of men. And Joshua said, Pass over the ark of the Lord unto God into the midst of Jordan. Take up every man of you, and stone upon his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel. This may be the sign among you, but that when may truly ask their fathers in time, saying, What mean ye be these stones? And he shall be answered them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. And he passed over by the Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off, and so shall be the memorial of the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did so that Joshua commanded, and took up the 12 stones midst of Jordan, as the Lord spake unto Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and came over unto the place where they lodged, and laid them down there. And Joshua set up the 12 stones in the midst of Jordan in the place where the feet and priests, which bear the ark of the covenant, and stood they are there unto this day. And I'll read verse 10. It's for the base of the Lord has been Jordan until everything the Lord covenant, and we speak and unto the people according to the Moses that commanded Joshua, the people have pasted the passed over. Yeah. So, well, here it says, in this case, God wanted Israelites to remember deliverance. The memorial is served is a physical reminder. It should be an event of their history. Sometimes the world took a form, not a physical movement, but such a shared activity. In this case, of the Israelites' commemoration of their escape from Egypt. Christians observe their own memorial observations, but most notably, in breaking of bread that we call the sweat sacrifice ceremony, we observe with frequency. Now, here's a verse from the NIV. Here's a verse from the ESV. I'm probably going to read that one from the King James. Here it is. So. Okay. I think it's talk about, well, okay. So it's showing me Luke chapter 22, but I'm not sure in verse. I'll just read for verse 18 and 19. It says, "For I said to you, I will not drink, I will not drink the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God shall come." And he said, "Took bread and gave thanks to the bread and break it and gave unto them, saying, This is my body which I give unto you. This do remembrance of me. Likewise also the cup of saying, This is the new atonement of my blood, which is shed for you. But behold, in him that betrayeth me is me with me on the table." And that's talking about that, and that was, and the betray one was just Judas Iscariot. I'll talk about that in a different video. Now let's keep reading now. Reminders. Bitter or sweet, important for our culture and history. They remind us, and they come from the work of others of the philosopher George Santayana said, "Those who do not remember the past, begin to repeat their mistakes." See, throughout the Bible, time and time again, when the Israelites forgot the Lord and stumbled, punished. See Psalm chapter 106, verse 14, for example. Now, this verse is in the is from the NIV, but I'm gonna read it from the King James. So. And I'm going to be reading verse 10 to 14. "And he saved them in the hand that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. The waters covered their enemies, and there was not one of them left. They believed his words. They sang his praise. They soon forgot his works, and they waited not for his calling. So they lusted, exceeding the wilderness, and tempted God in the desert." Okay. Now let's read. "And it's important to remember, we are come from Americans make a point, Remembrance Day, and these Christians every day remember, reflect on, and give thanks to the Lord has done for us." Now, before I can get to this point, now, well, my helper told me that I'm not allowed to respond on YouTube comments anymore. So you might wait for a few years before I can read YouTube comments again. Maybe next year, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not allowed to respond to YouTube comments right now. So now I'll show you something because I want to show you something. Let's go to the word countries. So it is true that people in the United States do call ourselves Americans, but I want to show you something. About this word. So people in America call people from the United States as do you don't say. Okay? We're just Spanish for the word, we're just Spanish for this English word here, United Statesian. Now why? Because the word American means anywhere, means everywhere for the Americas. That's why. You know, a Canadian, Mexican, Chilean, Brazilian are Americans. Are considered Americans. And the word American in Spanish is Americano. Or Americana. It means anywhere from the Americas. So to me, I believe people in the United States need to change their nationality name to their word United Statesian. That's what I believe anyway. But Now, continuing. Dress up on Memorial Day. No, but I used to put flags in the cemetery for Memorial Day when I was at Boy Scouts. So, I don't know. Should Christians celebrate Memorial Day? Well, I don't know. You can if you want to, but you can let me know in the comments below. If you can let me in the comments below if you want to, but I can't respond to them, but that's fine. Now we talk about next video. Is right here. What does about say about moons? I'll talk about that next video. Let's go right now. So if you're watching this video, just bye.